What is up, YouTube? I'm Galladite74 here, bringing you a welcome back video for the ABC. It feels like forever since we've actually made an ABC video, and quite frankly, it actually has been a little bit since we have, but we are back with an ABC video. This is the quarterfinals, but before I get into the video, there are going to be timestamps on screen. You're going to see why. It's going to be a little confusing. It's going to be more like an update video than anything, but I highly recommend you check out the first two things on that list. They're going to be, the main purpose of this video, while the last two things aren't going to be too important. If you guys want to see it, it will be there for you guys to see it, but it's not too relevant to the video. But without further ado, let's get into our first point. We're going to update you guys on the ABC here. Basically, the last time I uploaded was on August 30th, and that was in a Week 9 game against Super Salamence, and that game was already put up pretty late. But during that week was actually the first week of our playoff run, and it was sort of the week off. Dr. Slaking said we weren't going to have a week off, but that's kind of how it ended up being anyway. But during that week, the other wildcard or quarterfinals game was done, while me and my opponent Ellie never really agreed on a time as the battle was getting done. So that's whatever. And then we ended up getting an extension, and that next week was a completely dead week in the ABC. I couldn't tell you any messages sent in that entire server, so that was sort of throwing me off a bit. Plus school starting, and it was all kind of like a whole cluster, even though it was dead. But this past week, I learned that Ellie, to put it really briefly, has had a lot going on IRL, and sort of the stuff we were aware about and sort of the stuff I was unaware about. So I was a little bit confused still, and she had Discord on mute as well, which is something else I learned. But to put it all in a nutshell, we ended up picking up a forfeit win after a few weeks of going back and forth. I apologize, that's how we are going to win our quarterfinals game, but IRL definitely takes priority over Mons in the end, and I fully respect that. Hell, I dropped out of the TTM Summer Showdown this past summer due to a family event and vacationing and all that. It's not the same, but it still gets the general point across. But that's a big update for the ABC. I wanted to show you guys the team builder that I had for this matchup because I did kind of like the team, though at this point it's kind of a vague memory in my head. I also have the team builder for against Dr. Slaking and odds during the regular season. Those two things aren't as important as you guys saw earlier on the timestamps. So if you guys want to skip those two team builders, that's completely fine. But I do recommend sticking around for this one because it's relevant to the battle and all that stuff. So yeah, that is going to be our update, and I'm going to move on over to the team builder portion of this video. By the way, I apologize if I sound a little bit dead and monotone. I just actually woke up or got out of bed not too long ago after recording this, so I apologize for that. But anyway, I'm going to move over into the team builder. I'm going to break down her team real quick. She took over for the New Jersey Blue Phoenix's Blue Phoenix, and the team is actually the same as we had last time we battled him in Week 2. And the team is going to be Kieran Black, Tapu Fini, Tyranitar, Mega Aerodactyl, Reuniclus, Mienshao, Escavalier, Moltres, Sceptile, Sandslash, Regigigas, and Plusle. What I expected her to bring would have been Kieran Black, Tapu Fini, Tyranitar, Mega Aero, Reuniclus, and Escavalier. Could have dropped the Mega Arrow for Moltres or even Sceptile or something like that, but these were the general 6 I was sort of expecting. The biggest threat on her team was the Kieran Black, because Kieran Black, you just don't switch into it, and my team particularly really doesn't switch into it. Last time Blue Phoenix brought a Choice Specs Tapu Fini, that was a little bit scary, and switching into that isn't too easy. I have a way to do it. I had a way to do it in this game, but it's still not easy. And Tyranitar with D-Dance could be a little bit scary if I let it set up. T-Tar without setup is not too hard to switch into, but once it's set up and it's got a few boosts, then it's a little bit scary. And you don't OHKO Tyranitar because it's Tyranitar, so I had to chip that thing down relatively quickly. And that's sort of the main threats on her team. Reuniclus is always a threat because Reuniclus is really underrated, but I have ways to deal with it so it's not too scary. And everything else on the team, I have good general ways of breaking down. So that is the quick rundown of her team. The team I would have brought, it consisted of Cobalion, Tapu Lele, Rotom Wash, Mega Charizard X, Mudsdale, and Delmise. So, as I just mentioned, the first one I would have brought would have been Cobalion. This was going to be a weakness policy with Rock Polish, Iron Head, Close Combat, and Stone Edge with that spread you see on screen. I made this set Week 2 actually when I built for Blue Phoenix originally, but I decided to hold off against it because I really enjoyed it. It's a little more of a risk-taking set, but if it works, it's going to put in a lot of work. And you look at her team, and Reuniclus switches in, and Tapu Fini switches in. That is it. Because I have Stone Edge, Moltres is not a switch in. Iron Hand Close Combat and nuke his team. So if I get up to +2 then, Tapu Fini is barely even a switch in at that point because it does half to it. And Reuniclus, it does half to it as well. So, I mean, it's still going to hit insanely hard. And this is going to be triggered pretty easily by a lot of things like Mega Aerodactyl Earthquake or T-Tar Earthquake, Kieran Black, not Earth Power because I don't think I lived that. Mien Chao's high jump kick, I think I actually do live. Drill run from a Scavalier. You see, like, I have so many different ways to proc this weakness policy, and I'm not really scared of getting O-code at full. I just make sure I have to keep this Kabalion healthy throughout the battle while trying to use it, because I'm not just trying to use it just to set up. Like, I'm still going to click Iron Hand close combat a lot, so that's would have been the goal for the Kabalion. Next up, we have a Choice Spec Tapu Lele with Psyshock, Moonblast, Shadow Ball, and Hidden Power Fire. This hits like an absolute truck. I went Psyshock over Psychic because Calm Mind, Tapu Fini exists, and I didn't want to get hardwalled by that. Moonblast, I'm clicking Moonblast, I think, most of the time anyway, because I don't want T-Tar having a free switch-in. But, yeah, Moonblast is going to be the one click 90% of the time. A Scavalier could be a switch-in, but a Scavalier can get worn down pretty quickly, so that's why I decided to run Specs Lele in the end. So, yeah, that would have been Lele, and just gets nuked by everything. Next up, we have Rotom Wash, would have been Assault Vest set, almost max speed and almost max special attack, a little bit of bulk. That bulk was to guaranteed live some type of hit. I think it was like an Ice Beam into an Earth Power from Kieran Black. I think, like a max special attack, I don't know. But Volsurge, T-Bolt, Hydro Pump, and Hidden Power Steel so I can at least touch it. I thought about Foul Play, but I didn't really feel it was like necessarily in the end. This is free to Volt around his team. It's a nice switch into Moltres. It's a really good switch into Moltres, as well as the Sandslash if that would have ended up coming, and the Tapu Fini, as long as it's not Specs. If it's Specs, it still hits pretty hard, but a standard defensive Fini I can switch into a lot and just Volt out on it. He doesn't really have, again, his only immunity to electric moves is Sandslash, and Sandslash gets popped by Rotom, so that's why I thought it would be a good time to bring Rotom Wash. I brought it last time as a Scarf set, but this time I felt like AV would have been a little more useful. Fourth one would have been Mega Charizard X. It's almost the same exact set as last time. I have Flare Blitz, D-Claw, Thunder Punch, and Brick Break. I have a little bit more attack this time and a little bit less HP because I wasn't planning on switching into a Scavalier. I just decided to invest into attack just to put more damage output in the end. I didn't even want Brick Break on the set originally, but our D-Dance was a little bit scary, so I decided to throw it on there because if, like, let's say Mudsdale is like worn down, then T-Tar is healthy late game, and on Mega Charizard, then that kind of sucks, so I put Brick Break on there for that reason. Fifth mon is Mudsdale. Mudsdale has got Rocks, Earthquake, Low Sleep, Roar with the leftovers. This is to, if I switch into Mega Aerodactyl and it wants to set up on me, I'm willing to trade my Mudsdale for the Aerodactyl if I can low sweep it and get its speed down so I can just come in and easily revenge it. That's the goal there. Rocks are really good against this team because the only defoggers would have been Tapu Fini and Moltres is not a defogger, and Sandslash for spin, so keeping Rocks up wouldn't have been too hard. And then Earthquake just for, Earthquake. And Roar for Reuniclus. So, yep, that's Mudsdale. And then finally, I had Delmise with Cobra Berry, a Power Whip, Anchor Shot, Shadow Claw, Synthesis. Especially defensive set. A little bit less than last time because I brought a max set. I put a little more defense in there for one mon on her team. Mien Chao, so I can switch into Mien Chao a little bit. That was it. So, Delmise really deals with a lot of her lower tiers, and that's why I wanted to throw it on the team, as well as just switching into the combination of moves I have is really hard because Anchor Shot hits a lot of things super effectively. Power Whip just nukes Fini. Anchor Shot's really good against their team, to be honest. But that would have been the team I would have brought. Basically, I would have had either Charizard or Lele break, depending on the situation. I would have kept one of them healthy. And then Kabalion was able to clean while using Rotom as a pivot. That would have been the general goal. That is our team builder against Ellie. Again, we're not doing the battle because, what I just explained earlier. So yeah, that is the main portion of the video. That is relatively interesting. I'm going to throw just the team sets I have for odds and Dr. Slaking after this, but that would have been the team. So yeah, for Dr. Slaking, I'm just going to list off the team and put a pokey paste on screen because I can't be asked to do all the extra editing for that. But quickly run down, Slaking's team was Mega Charizard Y, Epic Mon, Toxapex, Cresselia, Snorlax, Klefki, Donphan, Umbreon, Serena, Scrafty, Togedemaru, Cradily, and Pineco. Z Crystals being the Snornalium Z and the Buginium Z. This was a while ago. We didn't do this battle because we were both on vacation. I was on vacation for a bit, and he had someone over for a while. That's why that didn't happen. I explained it in another video. But this was the stall team. This team is really stally. I'll throw up my team up on screen real quick. My team was Swellow, Tapu Lele, Mudsdale, Kabalion, Delmise, and Rotom Wash. I named Rotom Wash Bosch, but, he didn't see it. But I don't remember how this team functions exactly. I do remember that Swellow just breaks everything on his team. Like, Facade just 2-Kos everything except for Cresselia. Swellow, I think 2-Kos Toxapex, I think. Like, almost. It's just insane. That thing hit. That was my main breaker in the team. I remember that being a thing. Rotom Wash was meant to trick something, if not Volt around his team. Kabalion was meant to set up if Toxapex was gone because this thing just Toxapex and Cresselia, so yeah. But I just, again, Swellow was the main factor on this team. Tapu Lele was meant to set up as well, Calm Mind, Psyshock, Moonblast. Pretty much it's kind of general team comp. That's kind of it. I don't really remember how this team really functions. I apologize, but it just beats Stall. It's just Stall we have to beat in the end. A Calm Mind we set was, I remember it was supposed to beat Umbreon and then set up on Umbreon or whatever and then kind of just go to town from there. I wasn't really scared of Klefki too much. So yeah, that was our team against Dr. Slaking. And then for our final team builder, it was for Odds. We didn't face Odds because he was on vacation and we were back home and just didn't have time to battle. But Odds' team consists of Blaziken with Speed Boost, Weavile, Tangrowth, Jigology, Gastrodon, Megasteelix, Aromatisse, Lycanroc Day, Vikavolt, Bastiodine, Zweilous, and Scraggy. Z Crystals being the Iceem-Z and Darkinium-Z, both that Weavile could use, of course. But basically, my team is on screen now here. I have Weakness Policy Cobalion, ironically, on this team as well, with Rock Polish, Ironhead, Close Combat. I remember that stab doing really well. I could proc it from Weavile, as long as it wasn't like Banded Low Kick, but wasn't really expecting that. Look at this dank Charizard set, man. I'm so mad we couldn't do this battle because of this Charizard set. Look at this Flame Charge, Flamethrower, Earthquake, HP Grass nonsense we got going on. HP Grass was for the Gastrodon because it just kind of nukes it, I think, if it switches into any other attack. So, like, Flame Charge and HP Grass just kills Gastrodon, I think, because I have max special attack on this set. It was a really weird set. I actually really enjoyed it. Flamethrower for Tangrowth because it hits on the special side, and Earthquake for Jigology for the physical side. You see what I'm doing there. I had Carving on the team as well. The only time I would actually brought Carving during the season. This was to make sure Weavile didn't get out of hand, as well as Blaziken. I have a way to Trick Room so Blaziken Speed Boost doesn't get too out of hand. Speed Boost is very scary on this team if you just kind of take a better look at it a little bit more. Lele here's Twisted Spoon. This outspeeds Blaziken if it's not boosted, and if Blaziken comes in, I could just substitute on it, and then he's in a world of problems. Weavile can't switch in because, Moonblast, I've substitute, all that nonsense. If I can get a sub up, it's just really nice. Mudsdale is just standard Mudsdale, and then Rotom is just kind of a standard Rotom with the Eye of Pop-Up because I live any one hit from a Blaziken, so I could just, heal back up and Volt out or Hydro Pump it. So, yeah, this was a team, this team had a lot of cool stuff on it, particularly the 3 on the left. I'm really upset I didn't be able to bring it, but, it's whatever. It's a Blaziken with Speed Boost. It's going to be it would have been a hard battle regardless. And that is going to be the team builders I'm going to throw at the end of the video. Thank you guys for watching. Before I end off the video, I'm going to remind you guys that tomorrow 8 p.m. will go up, as well as on Tuesday the semifinals for the ABC will go up. I have not done that battle yet. We plan on doing it tomorrow as I record this video and go up on the same day. And after I'm done recording this, I think I'm going to actually build for that game, so make sure to look out for that. So that's going to be it. Again, thank you guys for watching so much. If you enjoyed the video, please leave a like. If you like Pokemon Draft League content, consider subscribing to the channel. I'm headed out of here. Have a fantastic day, YouTube.